Hello guys, you're welcome. So let's do a quick match preview for the Arsenal versus Brighton game that is coming up this weekend. So that game will be an interesting one. And when I'm doing this video, we are expecting Mikel Arteta's press conference to come up, and probably he's going to tell us who is available to play the game for Arsenal. But however, I'm not that bothered, even though we want all our players back. I'm not that bothered because I have had this trust and belief in every player that Arsenal have this season. Whether the first team or those coming from the bench, I just have this full confidence that any lineup that Mikel Arteta plays, whichever player is there in that lineup, I just have this belief that they will put up a good performance, right? So going into this game, right, the past 4 fixtures of Premier League games we've played against Brighton, we've won 2 and we've drawn 2. And those 2 we drew are the last season fixtures, home and away. We didn't pick up any point in that game. And we want to rewrite that this season because we've done that for Newcastle, right? This season we won. Last season we dropped point at St. James Park. Fulham, we won this season. Last season we dropped point. West Ham, we won this season. Last season we dropped point. So these are the games that has been a stumbling block to Arsenal. These mid-table team games, right? And if you look at it properly, the big boys is not Arsenal's problem. For the past 3-4 years now, or let's say 3 seasons now, has not been a problem to Arsenal, right? It's this mid-table team that has been a problem to Arsenal. And this season, we've started on a good note by rewriting those results, right? Newcastle, West Ham, and Fulham. The one we had that we are going to rewrite is the one that will be playing next week against Aston Villa. We had to rewrite that because we've lost to them this season in their home. And then we'll rewrite that at the Emirates Stadium for sure. I know that's the next game we are playing. But for this Brighton game, they are coming to the Emirates Stadium. And we need to rewrite this result for last season that we drew to win this game. Now, when you look at the Brighton, we all know they're a good side. Hustler and the boys, right? They're a good side. And we are not expecting a low block because they don't play that. Brighton is not a side that plays low block. But whichever way, it is only when teams play against Arsenal, you know that they don't play low block. Before you know, they will drop to the shape of low block. But let's give them a benefit of doubt that tomorrow they are not going to set up as a low block team against Arsenal. Now, when you come to Arsenal this season, we've been doing well. Right? So the last game we played against Crystal Palace in the EFL Cup, right? We had a wonderful performance in that game that I said in the last review I did for that Crystal Palace Arsenal game, that performance I saw is what we were missing in the Wolves Premier League fixtures and in the Everton Premier League fixtures, even though we won those games, right? But what I saw in the Crystal Palace game, man, I was so impressed. Very, very impressed. Now, going into this Brighton game, the only problem I have with my Arsenal team is, 1, creating chances and being clinical. If you watch the Crystal Palace game, we were not clinical in spite of the chances we created. Madueke and the rest would have buried that game in the first half with about 2-3 goals ahead, right? This is the one thing I noticed in that game. I am bringing it into this game, that this is what my problem is about Arsenal now, is us taking our chances and being clinical. That is where the issue is. And the second one I want to talk about that has been a major problem and a concern for me that I have noticed about my Arsenal team is this. They can't see out games when it has to do with 10 minutes to go in a game, probably let's say 80 minutes in a game. And this issue started from the Sunderland game. I said it in the last review I did, when it has to do with that Crystal Palace game we won in the EFL Cup quarterfinals. We can't see out games at the dying minute of a game anymore. I don't know what is happening. That is a problem Mikel Arteta and the boys need to fix as fast as possible. It all boils down to game management. It all boils down to game management. We can't see out games anymore. In the Sunderland game, we lost that 3 points there at the 95th minute, 6-minute extra time, right? The Crystal Palace game, we saw that also. Aston Villa game, we lost at the 9 minute 2-1. Teams always comes back to score goals against us at that minute. The Wolves game, we nearly lost 3 points at the Emirates Stadium. They equalized us. I think at that same time, 80 minutes or thereabout, close to the end of the game, before we had that breakthrough of that winning at the 9 minute also. We can't continue like this. This is my concern about Arsenal. Any other thing, I'm not concerned. Creating chances and taking their chances, that is one of the problem I have. And two, learning how to see off games at the dying minute. We were not like this when the season started, but I don't know what has happened since the Sunderland game. That is what I've noticed about my Arsenal team. And we need to change that. And that boils down to game management. So Arteta will know what to do in that regard, because I know he knows we can't continue like this, because the reaction we had in the Sunderland game when Sunderland equalized, Gabriel Magalhaes was mad. The team was mad. The reaction we had when we lost the Aston Villa game in the 9th minute was mad also. The Wolves game, when they equalized and we came back and won that game, you can see the body language. Even in the Carabao Cup, when Crystal Palace equalized, this last one here, we were not comfortable. Everybody is not happy. And they know that this is the problem. Especially the Crystal Palace one. We see them just playing long balls. And they can't even win the duels and get the balls when they play that long ball. Why doing that? Keep the ball on the field and play the possession football. You've been playing from the beginning of the game. That is how you've been managing games. Why not use that same pattern? Why at the tail end of a game you start looking for a way to play long balls to this side, playing it out to throw in? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. So it all boils down to Mikel Arteta. He knows what to do. He should do it properly. Game management, creating chances, and taking their chances. These are my two concerns that I've had in this December run of fixtures we've been playing, or recently in the games we've been playing, that we are struggling, scrambling to win a game, right? Whether we like it or not, people don't like it that we are scrambling to win a game. They are looking for us to drop points. Man, it's your business, right? We move ahead. So going into this game, my prediction for this game is 70-30. I have no doubt that we are going to beat Brighton convincingly and comfortably at the Emirates Stadium. So I'm not in doubt of that one, right? I'm not in doubt. So 70% chance for Arsenal to win and 30% chance for Brighton to win. This is my prediction for the game, okay? And you can leave your own prediction in the comment section. Tell us what you think about this game. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, like the video, and also you can share also. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys after the game. Thank you.